I think I just have to have the cameras right next to each other. I know, it's like the difference between lighting from each video and, oh, just stress. I mean, it's just getting more stressful as the conversations go and the threats and reality of people keep making claims, and they're just outright lies, just complete and utter lies. So I wanted to go out, but I wanted to get this going while I was sitting here because they kept scripting where do I talk from? How do you communicate? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's just it, is attempting to make it where, if I come outside and then it gets too cold, because I get cold easy. Um, how long can I stay outside? I don't know. All right, so I'm going live, but I don't, it's weird because I paid for this audience and for scripting, which is part of the conversation today, of proof of what's happening with the Latter-day Saints and Hollywood, is knowing that the claim is that they're stealing our identities so that they can talk about themselves. And this is the most horrible part to know, is that since 2019 and realizing that it's my money, they realize that they supposedly have an alliance where they believe, this is the claim, that they can continue stealing other people's money and pretending to be them. So they're claiming that here in Hollywood that it's been a part of launching, which is what happened then in 77, 78 with me, with my story. And how commercials get made and how things happen. But to know that all my uploads, like, hardly have anyone, and seeing them, and the fact that the Latter-day Saints are bragging about being able to log into the network and not only delete your history, delete your stories, but the amount of effort that they've been able to prove for 5 decades to keep the icing technology and remote viewing quiet. So part of the issue I have is knowing that I've been a healthcare professional, somebody who works with professionals and healthcare professionals, and working with biofrequency scanning and like a portable, MRI and technology that deals with your mind. But to know that I've been dealing with remote viewing and eyesight technology for 5 decades. I mean, I think the fact that I know way too much about how things work and being a part of this system my entire life. So it's hard for me to imagine that I have identity fraudsters. It's outrageous to think that somebody can steal your identity and pretend to be you. It's just, I mean, I would think that they would be embarrassed to wear other people's clothes and cut your name out of the clothes and, run around saying your name and think it's funny and think it's fun. I would think that these people by now at these hotels and establishments would really want somebody to know who's real, Oh, hello there. So it is going live to say some comments this time. Hopefully we'll get some people who maybe hopefully can understand what's happening here. So on Instagram, I don't have any comments yet, but let's see, it looks like I'm getting some comments on YouTube. Today, a smile, that's twice. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, so earlier I did some videos where here and there I attempt to smile, and I really do attempt to really enjoy life amongst everything happening, I mean, That's the hard part about life, isn't it? Is dealing with terrorists that trigger me and make me so upset. Like, wait a second, you thought this was just a fun video, and the next thing you know, you're like, she's dealing with terrorists. What do you mean she's being held hostage? What do you mean people are calling her a slave and that they own her? Yeah. They have me gonna go to prison. And yeah, it's getting close to March 11th. I can't find an attorney for nothing. Like, I literally can't find an attorney. And then there's all these celebrities still bragging about using my Louis Vuitton custom made and wearing my jewelry and clothing, and not one person's posted, so I've been able to see it, proving that these celebrities, but the Latter-day Saints, they're not going to let you off. No, they'd rather you die. So I have to listen to celebrities being human sacrificed instead. Well, then now the celebrities are human sacrificing the Latter-day Saints, which has been happening for 5 decades. So, and there's nothing new here. The fact that we haven't made this the story, and the fact of this sacrificing, but the fact that they're paying people in body parts and showing images of people in cannibalism makes it not too fun here in America right now. So we were talking about today is about my daughter and proof of life in America. When you're listening to people take credit like this afternoon again. And the unfortunate thing is, not only with celebrities having such distinct voices and talking, the mannerisms of your speech and your patterns of speech and how you walk. I mean, it's one thing to the Latter-day Saints and people who you say are Latter-day Saints to keep claiming that it's somebody else, when we most definitely know the difference. The fact that you guys think that you're playing in people's minds and nobody knows who you are is the problem right now. We really need real ID to literally make it where we can get paid for our stories. Somebody's not going to threaten our lives by watching through our eyesight. Here's the deal. They've been doing this for 50 years, 51 years, through animals and through beings, through humans, our eyesight. I mean, this is a fact. So the idea that they can film, and they do, they film and they set you up. And they're setting me up. And I can't seem to do anything about the fact that they're threatening me. What am I supposed to do? That's what I want to know. Just somebody reach out to me and tell me, what am I supposed to do? I have a hearing March 11th, and I'm asking for help. And this is proof. If you look at my documentation of all these videos and who I've been tagging and who I've been contacting in the government, I'm silenced here in America as an American citizen. It says, hang on, we're telling our followers. Well, hopefully, please find somebody who can get me an attorney and somebody who can literally do something, please. I mean, that's the hardest part about this situation. I'm here in Colorado. I have a hearing on March 11th. It's regarding the fact that I went next door to my daughter's house where they said that they saw a body bag coming from my daughter's property. Then the police that I already called and reported, claiming that after my mom died, that my genetics and my daughter's genetics had been used to cure diseases. The fact that UCH Health, I posted on social media, is involved in identity fraud and experimentation, and since 2011, knowing that they had used my genetics for a cancer cure. Now that should be your tag right there. I mean, what do I do? Just type that in here and say that we're discussing is about the cancer cure cover-up. Cancer cure cover-up. I think this is vital. I think that the fact that they've been involved in the government in having cures for diseases, for 5 decades. I mean, who do I find that wants to expose the truth? I can't type on YouTube at the same time. I'm at 10 minutes, 10 seconds when I typed here. Now live on Instagram, which has been live a little longer because I made a short on YouTube and then had to figure out how to go live for a full video. Um, so what I'm dealing with here is identity fraud. I mean, I'm attempting to I signed up for ChatGPT so I can use the full service of everything, and attempting to see, the algorithms and what it can come up with for helping me write my story. In 2019, I was told that I had money. It was supposed to be that I had writers and I had help. But then since then, all I've heard is celebrities stealing my money, invading my property, claiming that they're me, demanding my money, threatening my life and my children's lives since 2019. And the idea that I haven't been able to get anyone to do anything about it. But now, this afternoon, again, after posting and claiming that I have a neighbor's witness that I called the Greeley police, stating that they claim they saw a body bag leave my daughter's residence. The fact that they put what they keep saying, a gag order on me by putting a restraining order, but the fact that I posted on social media today that I went to a picnic for a high school party, a bunch of people who I went to high school with. So it happened to be that somebody I went to high school with, in fact, in the yearbook, we're right after each other. And so the issue is, without proof of life of my children, if they die, then I plan on suing them for, basically, holding my children hostage, and then it's all real. Because I haven't been able to prove that my daughter's husband is coming through claiming that my daughters are, and I am his hostage, and that he's claiming that I'm his slave and that he owns me. The fact that I'm already listening to Latter-day Saints, believe they have a business contract through the temple. Now that my mother passed away, December 5th, 2022, I was given my mom's ring, and she basically was attempting to make it so I would never get married again. Because when I went on Bumble, she said it would kill her. And literally, we got held hostage soon after that. And then it escalated where I got put, and my children, I believe. And then they kept erasing our minds, and then they kept saying it was for film. There is no ward of state in the state of Colorado, and I was held in a hospital for 7 weeks, and they claimed that my children were held in the hospital at the exact same time. But the fact that I have not been able to talk to my own children in person about these accusations, about these claims, and about what's been happening to me is a problem. I mean, this is gaslighting. To only be able to post on YouTube about what's happening and then be forced to be claiming and causing a problem by posting what's happening to me. That's even more abusive. So the idea that I listen to people claiming to be friends of my children, to be supposedly family members, but then I hear the voices of celebrities and I know it's them. Like, I know that also these are these bishops that I've gone to church with, because I recognize your voices and I'm listening to you guys talk. I mean, I'm overhearing your conversations that are complete fabrications and lies. It's just complete liars. And I'm just like, this is not okay with me. I'm not going to sit here and keep being silent. Hi. Hello, everyone. So, I tagged about the cancer cure and about the cover-up for diseases here in America. And I think that part of what I wanted to discuss is, how do I find people who are willing to talk about seeing through people's eyes? I want to find some people who are willing to just tell the truth. What is your favorite color? Oh, currently black. I'm almost exclusively wearing black for a long time, and probably maybe for the rest of my life, I'm not sure. Because right now, in the 70s, I was involved with a group of angels, bike riders, people who protected me, who just happened to bring back the safety I feel. And then in the 90s, the same thing. I went through a phase. And then now again, whenever I feel like I'm dealing with these terrorists, I don't know, it just gives me comfort. So I've only been buying black clothes for a while now. What's my favorite song? Well, that's interesting because um, I like a lot of different genres, but I like being able to sing in my mind. But when you use this technology and you and then this music that talks about people who also are aware of, and people keep saying, they don't like awoke or awoken or awake. I'm like, but at least it lets people know, at least for me, that I'm involved with following somebody who understands what's really happening. It means that you really are listening, or you're forced to listen. I mean, how if you don't have some kind of tag or some kind of conversation to say? So songs is artists that are real. You know, you just say it the way that it is of what you're forced to listen to. And I've been listening to, for 5 decades because these are artists that are real. And I just like real people. I'm a real person. I say things, very factual and as much as possible. And now I'm going to end up in prison for it because, I just can't stand fake. I really just can't. It's just what a waste of time. So what's this? Bye. Okay, bye, Richard. Okay. So yeah, so it's not the conversation he came to talk about. Well, I'm looking for a specific audience. Um, I'm looking for an audience of real people who want to have a real life with real security, real money, and be able to go somewhere and not hear that some celebrity put supposedly your daughter on stage and murdered her in the middle of a concert, as what's claimed. And to listen to people, all these celebrities claim that they literally fed my daughter their feces. And same thing as Temple Mormons. I mean, they say they starved my daughter to death. This is serious. So yeah, I guess I'm not too interested, unfortunately, King Richard, and you know, playing this down at the moment. I mean, I'm dealing with a court hearing coming up that they want to put me in prison for 18 months for sending an email, which I tagged a police officer that claimed that my daughter did not have a swollen face, that did not look like she had been beaten. And I have no evidence that my daughter's been being abused other than a picture. And instead, I show up to court and end up with a restraining order. And now they want me to go to prison for 18 months for the fact that I'm listening to people take claim to killing my children and threatening my life. So, since I don't have an attorney and I have to document, this is for documentary of my autobiography of what's happening to me, by me reporting about the fact that here in America, they want to pretend and they want me to continue pretending as I didn't speak for 40 years about having the ability to and see images and know things about people and listen to people's conversations and my opinion of classified information, knowing that people can log into people's minds and watch, and they have for 5 decades. I think this should totally change the way that you see things if you realize you have an audience through your eyes throughout around the world through technology. And the fact that they've used my genetics for cures for diseases and then continue to leave people sick and continue to diagnose people with cancer after curing it. I think that's really summing it up. So please find me somebody who's willing to do something. Thank you. This is Susan Sheppard's Augmented Reality. Let's see if this will post. Well, God bless America. May we continue to fight for peace. Let's see if I can send that and where it'll post. So go with that first. Let's see if it's sending to Facebook to see. Okay, so now I'm going to see if this will post. We're at 20 minutes, 44 seconds. All right, bye everyone. For now, and please get a hold of me if you can help me and help yourselves. Stop covering this up. See, it's saying it's still rotate original back. I don't know. I'm just attempting to figure out how I make sure I don't lose my video and it posts. Okay, so they say that they're helping me find followers, but I only have 2 likes. No one watching, they're claiming on that, and none here. So, congratulations, everyone. You work so hard to make sure to keep me silent. Well, hopefully, I figure this out before I'm in jail. And actually, it's prison, not jail. It's a prison sentence. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out how to move forward with someone who's real in America. Seeing where I can save this. Oh. It says I can send it to the news. Let's see. Let's see if that does anything. I mean, I've been tagging people on social media, but here on Instagram, it's letting me attempt to send it to a news station. So I'll get off of the YouTube and stop recording here and see if I can upload it. And then I guess I'll see if anything happens with this with Instagram. Okay, let's see. And because I keep losing live videos. And I don't know how to save it. Make sure. Copy, quick share. How do I save it? Highlight. Chat filter. No. No. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Stop streaming so I can post it.